How's it going, everybody? And welcome to the very first video of Smitty's Snippets, where we talk about anything from movies to comic books, video games, whatever you think. Today we're going to be talking about The Tomorrow War with Chris Pratt and Yvonne. I can't even say her name. We'll go over the good and the bad. First, the good. This movie was excellent, I think. Chris Pratt was really good, although he always looks like he has a dip in his mouth for some reason. I can't understand it, but I can look past it. I loved how everyone seemed to come together as a team, though as impossible as it may seem at 40 years old with zero training, still wearing business suits, but I still loved it. Oh, and by the way, if you haven't noticed already, this video is going to be very spoiler heavy. So if you hadn't seen the movie, please go watch the movie and then come back. I don't want to spoil it for anybody, but I love alien movies. I love space movies. This movie had me hooked early, like really early. And to me, just the overall tone of the movie was amazing. The monsters were absolutely incredible. The CGI was amazing. I don't think I'd ever seen a movie on Amazon or Netflix where the monsters actually looked that amazing. I mean, when they first showed the monster in that hallway, in that stairwell of that hotel, and they showed him breathing, son, I'd have been running down those steps, running, full speed, no bullets, nothing, just running. To me, the best part of the movie, my favorite part of the movie, is where the two characters who were playing point for Chris Pratt in the hotel, or right before they got to the hotel, when they were firing at the monsters and bombs were being dropped on them. I mean, is there any better way to go? You defending your planet, your children. You wounded, you screaming, and you firing at the bad guys while bombs are being dropped on you. That's got to be the best way to go, I think. Yeah, no, not too many problems with the first half of this movie. Before I get to the bad part, I wouldn't say bad. It was just stuff that it just seemed to fall apart for me. I didn't really understand. I just want to let everybody know I did love this movie. It just had its problems. So towards the end, probably about the last, I'd say 15, not even 15, probably the last 10 minutes. I'm having problems with the science and understanding what exactly we are doing here. What is going on? My first problem is why, this is more of a nitpick. Why are we sending people to the future to fix this problem? Like, we know what's going to happen. We know we could probably figure out where it's going to happen, maybe. Why are we fighting these things? How about you come to us? You stay away from yourselves and you live here and we figure this out together. That way nobody has to die needlessly. Bring everyone here. Let them have that and we'll fix it. It's just a nitpick. One of the major problems that I had with this movie, and these are not going to be in order. These are just going to come as I remember them. Was when they were when they found the ship. First of all, how did you find the ship? Okay, I realized that you figured out the region and where it was located, but you found it on snowmobiles in less than a day. I'm having trouble with that part. Lots of trouble. The next part that I found a little weird was the fact that they went into this ship. Okay, they found the enemy ship, and they cut a hole in it, and they found the aliens, and without checking anything out, we just stabbed the first one. We didn't test this stuff. We didn't see what it would do. Nothing. We just started stabbing. I mean, we didn't test it on animals. I'm aware that they tested it in the lab, but they didn't test it on animals to see what would happen. But I just kept saying to myself, man, these things are gonna start flipping out. But that's neither here nor there. You can't really call that. It's like minor. I just don't know why they didn't use the bomb. I'm just gonna jump straight to it. Why didn't they use the bomb to start with? You had a bomb. Why didn't you just use the bomb? Why are we using green goo? Why are we using green goo? Yeah, that's another thing. I'll probably start writing these down, but that's okay. My next issue. When did the aliens go from aliens to Terminators? Because that Queen alien, my God, man. Let's see. I can't even run down all the ways that they try to kill this bro. I mean, they stabbed her, they slit her throat, they hit her with the goo. Huh? How many times can you try to kill this thing? All I'm saying is, you know, either make it so that they can be killed or that they can't. Because when you introduce these things, they were coming out like gangbusters. Like you just wanted to get away. That's all you could do. They had spikes coming out of their back. They had armor on their back. The teeth were like razors. They had claws to tear you apart. Now Chris Pratt is at the end ducking these bullet things, these white nail things. I'm like, hold up, man. It's a little bit inconsistent for me. You got to figure this out. Like, are we able to duck in this damn? He bobbing and weaving and throwing punches. I'm like, oh, you boxing this alien now? Just a little while ago, you was running. Now we boxing it. I had a small problem with that. I couldn't get past that. I couldn't get past that at all, man. But yeah, it's just small stuff. This is minor stuff, just minor stuff. Chris Pratt's father, towards the end, when he tried to save his son's life, cut his hand to let the blood run. You don't know anything about these monsters. You were not deployed. I don't know why you thought that would work. You don't know how they work or nothing. At this point, I don't think she could see, so you probably just could have yelled. So like, over here, I'm over here. That probably would have worked too. I'm betting that will work. As far as you know, it work. You don't know if blood work, but you know, it's whatever. Yeah, I think I don't want to clown on this movie too hard, man. Like I really did love this movie. I thought it was fantastic. I thought Amazon did a really great job. I didn't want it to end, and then when it got to the end, I wanted it to end. So, I had a lot of fun with this movie. I hope you guys did too. Thanks for viewing my very first video. And yeah, I appreciate you being here. Thanks for joining me on Smitty Snippets. And I'll see you in the next one.